Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna and this is For Paws in a Book. I make bookish videos over here on my little corner of the internet. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below. Today we are going to be starting our RomComathon vlog. So today starts a RomComathon. It's a week of reading fluffy romances and I have a stack here for you that I am hopefully going to be reading. I did put up a short that is like my unofficial TBR, but I didn't do like an actual video for it. But I just got home from work, so I thought I would talk to you, start the vlog, that kind of thing. There are 6 prompts, so technically one of these doesn't necessarily fit a prompt or like could double up on a prompt because I have 7 books here because I'm crazy and I'm trying to read a whole bunch of books. Listen, my physical TBR is insane. So let's talk about the tropes and the prompts and what I'm reading, and then we'll talk about the book that I'm actually reading, which is Role Playing by Kathy Yardley. This is going to meet the Grumpy Sunshine prompt. She's grumpy, he's sunshine. Love that energy. It's also older protagonist. He's 50, she's in her 40s. Like she has a grown kid that's off at college. I'll talk about this one in a minute, but this is what I'm currently reading, obviously, hence the bookmark. Teach Me by Olivia Dade is actually the group book for the month, or for the week. And this is a plus size, I think also Grumpy Sunshine romance. And it has 2 teachers. He has come in as the new teacher and like has taken over her favorite class. I'm excited about this one. Then we have Wild Things by Laura Kay. It's comped as Emily Henry, but make it gay. Ashley Herring Blake has blurbed it, so like theoretically I should love this book, but it says friends to lovers, and essentially like she's got a dead-end job and then she convinces a bunch of her friends to go live off the grid in this like group commune farm thing, which like my life, my dream goal. So I don't know, this book might end up like making me hate my life and I might quit my job by the end of the week. We'll see. I'm kidding, I'm not gonna quit my job. Then we have Built to Last by Erin Hahn. This is a second chance romance about a former child star and then I think like gets back together or like comes back into contact with her like childhood sweetheart, the one that got away. So I guess it's a little bit of a stretch at second chance, but we're going with it anyway because second chance is not my favorite romance trope. This is one of my 23 books to read in 2023. I bought this book specifically because someone had like tagged the author in their review saying that they DNF'd it because it was too smutty, and so then a whole bunch of people picked it up. Then Do You Take This Man by Denise Williams. I read The Fastest Way to Fall earlier this year and absolutely loved it, and so I found this one at a discount shop and picked it up. This is a hate to love and it has to do with a wedding. An event planner and a wedding officiant begin an enemies with benefits arrangement as wedding bells chime around them in this rom-com from acclaimed author Denise Williams. Then we have another queer romance. We have Fly With Me by Andy Burke. This is fake dating, and this is like about a nurse that's on a plane, doesn't really like flying but is on this plane, ends up like saving another passenger with like a medical event, and then the pilot, somehow they have to fake date. I don't know, gay and fake dating. We can't get any better than this. And then I have a couple of options for sports romances. The one that I physically own, which I should read, right, is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. This is a figure skating and hockey romance. I also have some Mariana Zapata. I have The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, which is figure skating, and I have Colty, which is soccer. But then I also saw The Prospect by Lyssa Kay Adams, which is only a novella. So if I'm like getting close to not having, you know, if I'm not hitting my 7 for 7, I could do this because it's only a 4-hour audiobook, but this is about a baseball player. And then somebody in my sports romance recommendations comments mentioned Hot Shot by Claire Lydon, I believe. I'll put the cover here, which is actually one that I almost picked up during Amazing Readathon for something. I don't remember what, but I almost picked it up and then didn't. And it's Soccer Gaze, which I just read, Cute, which if you haven't seen my recommendations video, you should go look at it, go watch it. I just raved about that book for the majority of that video. That book will absolutely make my best books of the year. I loved it. So like anything else that's gay and soccer, probably, I don't know, maybe I would end up comparing it, so maybe that's not a good idea. But yeah, I also have some KU books that I could do. Sports romance, like I have so many options for. Tomorrow, I have to go in for some more dental surgery. So like today is the only day that you're going to see me, except tomorrow morning maybe, with like a normal face, because my mouth will probably be swollen after that. Not looking forward to that. Sorry in advance. But I know I'm gonna want like a really easy book to read tomorrow, or a short book to read like before the procedure. I don't know what we're gonna do. But anyway, let's talk about the book that I am reading, which is role playing. I really wanted to read all of the stat work today, and I could have on a normal day, but today ended up being having a lot more meetings than a normal Monday does. Like I had to get to work early to get on a call, and then we have a big event happening next week that we had to have a prep meeting for. So I only read 100 pages this morning. So I have a lot of work to do. I think on Audible, on my listening speed, it's like 2.5 hours. I think Battleathon is having some sprints tonight. So we'll just, I'll hang out in there. I'm having a little bit of anxiety about my, procedure tomorrow. Like I've done it before, but I'm just like not looking forward to it at all. But unfortunately, I did not tell my dentist early enough that I was having anxiety, and so they couldn't call in a prescription for me for anxiety meds. So I just went to CVS and got some of the like anti-stress vitamins that has like melatonin and like lemon extract. It's like a very natural thing, and I was like, okay, we're gonna try those tonight, see what happens, see if I can like chill a little bit, and if those will work, then I'll be able to take one tomorrow before the appointment as well. Anyway, so I think that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna chill. I'm not gonna stress myself out about stuff tonight. I was thinking I would film, but I think I might just take the week off of stuff. I have my Scatagorathon vlog, and other than that, I think I might just take the week off of filming and videos, which kind of sucks, but it's what I need to do. So let's talk a little bit about this book. This book is about two people who end up meeting online, and they kind of become friends through this like Discord group or this like video game chat. And she thinks that he's like 20, and he thinks that she's a grandma. And so, but obviously like they are pretty close in age. So that's where we gotten so far. She has just sent off her son to college. She got divorced about 5 years ago, and he is a caretaker for his mother, and like was a caretaker for his father before he passed away, and he like just plays video games to relax and to get like peace. And he's kind of a cinnamon roll, and like look how sweet he looks. It's adorable. This cover is giving. Like I had an arc of this and I didn't get to read it, so I had this on Kindle, but I went and bought a physical copy of it anyway, so there's that. Oh, you know what, I think I have a Pango order. Maybe we should unbox that. Let me go get it off the porch. Okay, I actually have 2 packages. Amazon, not showing my address, and Pango. So let's do Pango first. These books are going to be for a video project. I guess I can tell you. So I'm going to be filming a video where I read the people's favorite books from the Amazing Readathon. One of the last questions that I asked on the like final challenge is like, what was your favorite book? And so I'm going to pick some that were on there, like probably the most voted on. I think there's 5 books, and these are 2 of them. Spy Family, Volume 1. This would be my first manga. I've never read manga before, but everyone really liked this one. A lot of people read it during Face Off weekend, so I'm happy to see what all the hype is about. And it was super cheap on Pango, and it came, I don't know how, like this never happens, but the same seller was selling 2 books that I wanted, or 2 books that I needed for the same project. So like, that was cool. This one I'm a little bit more hesitant to read because it's YA, but that is Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. This is a YA fantasy of some sort. A kingdom divided by corruption, the king desperately holding it together, a girl willing to risk everything to bring it all crashing down. I don't know why I said burn it all down. Bring it all crashing down. Same concept. So that could be fun. I mean, I've read from Bridget Kemmerer before and I liked her work, so I'm hopeful. It's a beautiful cover. I would imagine that a lot of people read this during Mexico when the prompt was to read a beautiful cover. But I want to say it's a retelling of something. I don't know what though. And then this other one I'm going to be buddy reading with Michelle at some point. And that is The Playlist by Morgan Elizabeth, and this is a very tailor-coded book. You can just see by the cover, like it says Zoe's version. This is the Fuck the Patriarchy, love story, fearless. The GPS says Anywhere With You. Oh, the back is Getaway Car. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. It's a best friend's brother, it's always been you, road trip, one bed, good girl, spicy rom-com. When Zoe's best friend shows her the box of dreams they put together as kids, she would never have foreseen herself dumping Mr. Perfectly Fine and quitting her draining job. But when she looks in the box and realizes her life isn't even close to where she envisioned she'd be when she was 10, she panics and implodes everything she knows. Apparently the dedication is also like Taylor Swift, to the Swifties who found themselves somewhere between the bridge and the chorus and let that shape how they see love and life. Long live. This also says it's book 5 in a series, so if I like this one, first off I need to check and make sure that I can read them out of order. I imagine you can. With romance books you normally can. And if I like it, then I might have to pick up the rest of it, or the rest of the series, because clearly the author is a Swiftie. Anyway, I am gonna go and chill the rest of the night, and I will talk to you when I have finished a book, or I have more thoughts on role-playing, which right now I don't really have that many, because I'm enjoying it, but I'm not necessarily in love with these characters. I do think that if you like, spoiler alert, you'll like this, or vice versa, because it definitely has like this kind of like online culture to it. But I'm not like in love with these characters yet. But I'm only 100 pages in, so there's still time. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Hi, happy Wednesday. I need to wait for this plane to fly by so that I can finish talking to you without hearing it. Okay, well, anyways, happy Wednesday. I have no makeup on my face because my face is swollen because I had dental surgery yesterday, so excuse the look. I'm here to talk to you about 2 books. The first one is role-playing. It's already over there. I finished that one last night, and I ended up giving it 4 stars. It's not perfect, and I think part of it is just because, I'm still riding such a high from Cleat Cute, and I don't know that I can ever find a book that will be that good. So even though it's been like a week since I finished that, I don't think anything will ever be that good again. But also, like, it's a Gen X romance, right? So, like, she's 46, 47, something like that, and he's 50. And so, like, I can't see myself in that romance. Sorry, I'm, like, crocheting as I'm talking to you. So I can't see myself in that romance. But I think, like, for what it is, it's a good romance. And, like, I think if you are a gamer, then I think you'll really like it. You'll really appreciate it. I'm not really, like, an online gamer, and so I missed some of the nuances, I think. It was probably it. However, I would like to be Maggie when I grow up, and I would like to tell off a bunch of old white racist homophobes at a wedding, because that sounds like a time. That was the best scene ever. Overall, I really liked it. I had a good time with that book, and yeah, I enjoyed it. So that was book number 1, and then, so I'm still like a book behind because I did finish The Prospect by Lyssa Kay Adams. This was the book that I decided to add on as my sports romance. It was a novella. It was only like a 4.5-hour audiobook, so like I was able to finish it very, very quickly, and so I finished it this afternoon. This was my reaction as I was finishing it.
I nod, overcome. Tears drip from my chin. He slides his hands around my head and weaves his fingers into my hair. I've never seen him like this before. Complete. Peaceful. When was the last time someone told you that you were the most important thing in the world to them? He whispers. Never. I whisper. That ends today. Then he kisses me. He devours me. Savors me. I cling to him. Tears from both our eyes dampen our cheeks, drip down our faces. He wraps me in his arms. His phone rings again. He pulls back and my heart swells at the look in his eyes. And I know. This is how it starts for us.
It's very few and far between when I find a book that, like, I just absolutely do not believe that the two should be together. Sorry, I'm watching Sprints, and the sprint ended, so I had to mute it. So anyways, it's been a long time since I have read a book where the characters just really should not be together. They are toxic for each other, honestly, because it was like, I don't even know how to explain this, but essentially, like, he is going to be drafted by the Major League Baseball, which I don't understand the baseball draft nearly as much as I do the NFL draft. But essentially he's going to be, and then she is going, like, gets accepted into this culinary school, and like, so then, like, they're both making it about themselves while trying to be like, oh, I don't need to do what I'm doing, I'll support you. But then, like, their actions don't actually support the other person, it's really stupid. And then once they finally do have this conversation, it's like quite literally while they're in the middle of the draft, and he gets a phone call and he's like, no, I have to express my love. I'm not gonna answer the phone when the fucking Major League Baseball team is calling me offering to join their team. Like, what the fuck? Listen, if someone was trying to express, like, profess their love to me, while the baseball team was calling them in the middle of the, like, I'd be like, cool, we can hold this conversation, like, please answer the goddamn phone. Like, it's not romantic. It's not. So anyways, there's that. So now I'm just frustrated, but we are going to move on to another book because I would really love to at least, if I could, like, get really far into another book, if not finish another book, and then I would be back on my, like, 7 and 7 bullshit. Sorry, I am, like, angry about this. I think I'm gonna give it 2 stars, but it'll be, like, a very generous 2-star. It was not good. It was not good. And this is the same author that wrote the Romance Book Club. And I feel like those books are just fine as well. I actually did an entire video where I, like, read the whole series, so I'll link it up above if you are interested in that. And, like, I feel like she did some of the tropes well, but, like, oof. And also the smut scenes were just, like, really weird. He literally said he clumsily entered her, and, like, the fuck? Ew? I don't... That's a choice. It's a choice of words, for sure. But yeah. Anyways, that's where we're at. I don't know what I want to start now. I'm thinking maybe Fly With Me. I know that that's actually, like, a longer one. Wild Things would be a smarter one to do because that one's shorter. But I kind of just want... which I know Wild Things is also queer too, but I also think it's a really slow burn because it's calling itself, like, Emily Henry but make it gay. And so I don't know that I necessarily want a slow burn. So I think we might just do Fly With Me. That's fake dating. I could do the Olivia Dade book, but I kind of want to do that one as late as possible. And I also kind of want to do it on sprints, and I've decided I'm not going to sprint tonight because my mouth is hurting a little bit and I don't really want to spend 3 hours talking. So we're gonna skip sprints tonight, maybe do them tomorrow, and then Friday, and then this weekend. So yeah. Anyways, all right. So yeah, let's start Fly With Me. That's a good one. Fake dating, queer, we love it. That's all I've got for you right now. I look like a hot mess, but, like, fair at the same time. My mouth is not as swollen as I thought it would be. Like, it's a little bit swollen and it's really tender. But it's not, like, the first time when I had this done on this side of my mouth, I look like a fucking chipmunk for, like, a week. So I'm at least glad that this is not nearly as bad. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you later. Hello, happy Saturday. It's been a couple of days since I vlogged, so I apologize for that. I have a lot to talk to you about. This week has not really gone according to plan, unfortunately. But reading wise, I've been doing that. I just haven't done any, like, filming stuff. But let's talk because I have 3 books to talk to you about. So first off, let's talk about Fly With Me by Andy Berg. The last time I talked to you, I was gonna start this, and I did finish this, and I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I really liked this. I think this is also an author's debut, so, like, very strong debut. This is about a nurse who is afraid to fly, and she's on her first flight, and there's a medical emergency, and there's no doctor on the plane, and so they're like, is anyone a medical professional? And so it ends up that he's just having, like, an allergic reaction, but it kind of goes viral, right? Like, everyone starts filming it, and, like, apparently this guy played Mickey Mouse at Disney World, so it was like Nurse Saves Mickey Mouse kind of thing. And then the co-pilot of the plane is trying to get a promotion, but she keeps getting overlooked. And she's like, well, why don't we start fake dating? Because they start a friendship, right? Because they end up having to, like, drive to Orlando because they can't get another flight, and she needs to be there for the race, the nurse. So then they're like, well, let's fake date. We'll kind of, like, ride this high of, 5 minutes of fame, and then maybe I'll get promoted kind of thing. We'll go to some events, I liked this book until the 3rd act. The third act conflict was so stupid because the nurse has an ex-girlfriend who is also trying to get her 5 minutes of fame and is like tries to like sabotage the current relationship because she wants to get back with her even though she's a toxic person. Like, it's a whole thing, right? It's a whole thing. So up until that point, I really liked this book, and I was like, okay, it could be a 5-star, but I'm gonna settle on 4 just because it was messy, and it wasn't my favorite thing in the world. Okay, so then yesterday I picked up Do You Take This Man by Denise Williams. I had high expectations for this book because I read The Fastest Way to Fall back at I think it was the last RomComathon, like back in February, and really loved it. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. This was 2 stars. This was a hot mess from the very beginning. So this is touted as a hate to love, and like the reason why they hate each other is because upon first meeting, he says to her, "You should smile more," and like, no thank you, no thank you. So anyways, it was not a thing that I liked at all. And then like literally 100 pages in, she's like, oh, why don't we just have sex? Like, here's my thing, and I said this on Sprints last night. If a man tells me that I should smile more, I can guarantee you he's not gonna be in my sex dreams. But yet, here we are. So anyways, I was kind of hoping that this would like be interesting. It starts out with she's a lawyer, her mentor is this really powerful female lawyer, and I was like, oh cool, we're gonna get like a Suits vibes. No. It actually didn't matter that she was a lawyer. None of that like actually played a part in the book, except for this one little like subplot that didn't make any sense to begin with. So anyways, 2 stars, gonna be unhauling this. And I think I'm gonna do a video where I do like take books where like I did like a book and I didn't like a book from an author and read their 3rd book, because there's another one from Denise Williams. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I think I have it on my Kindle. So I'm gonna try to read that, and then we'll see if like this is an author I'll continue buying. Then last night I started Teach Me by Olivia Day. This is the group book for the week, and I'm enjoying this one. I read about 35 pages last night. I wanted to completely finish it, but I ended up reading it physically, and I got kind of stuck on watching a live stream, not from BookTube, from like another niche that I tend to watch. So I was watching that all night. So I read this physically, only read about 35 pages. However, this morning I woke up kind of early because I was in pain, took my pain meds and couldn't go back to sleep. So I read 120 pages this morning. So I'm on page 159 of 200 or something. 260, okay. So about 100 pages left. Should be able to finish it this morning. Here in a little bit, I do have to go and get my COVID booster shot so that I do not get COVID before we leave for Fiji, because that would suck. I distinctly remember being exposed to COVID right before we went to Brazil back in 2021, and I was like stressing because I was like back in like when you were still having to take tests like before you even got on a plane, and like tests were taking 2 to 3 days. It was a whole nightmare. So like I would like to not repeat that. Anyway, so that's what I've got for you this morning. I'm gonna try to continue listening to this. There are a couple of sprints going on right now, and so I'm just gonna watch those and probably get my lights set up so that way when I come back from getting my COVID shot, I can film for the day. So anyway, I'll talk to you later. Hello, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. It's the end of RomComathon, and this thing does not want to focus on me. Let's chat. I finished Teach Me by Olivia Day yesterday. I can't remember if I talked to you about this. So if I did talk to you about it, I'm gonna cut this part of the vlog out. If I didn't, I gave it 5 stars. So that's good. I think it was like, it's close to a 4.5, but I think I rounded up and it was like, it is close. But like, I really liked the like social commentary of like the conversations that we had about like just teaching in general and how difficult that can be, and like, you know, when you're in low budget and your students are low income. So it was, It was really good. And then also, like, Golden Retriever Man, like, we love to see it. So I decided to completely switch gears and pull something that was not on my TBR for the sole reason of it's in my 5-star predictions, and I need to get that video out, so I need to read this. So we're going to be reading Sinner by Sierra Simone. I'm about 70 pages in so far. I haven't done a whole lot of reading today. So I listened to the audiobook of it a little bit this morning, but I haven't done a whole lot. But I am about to get on sprints. So I will, I'll read more then. I think it says I have like 3.5 hours of listening time. So theoretically I should still be able to finish it tonight. But I have a book box. So remember when I said that I bought the like Night Circus one last month? I thought I was just buying like one box. Apparently not. Apparently I was buying a subscription because I like got charged for another one. And so then so I got another box. I didn't realize that I did, but I did. So I'm gonna open it here and see what's in it. I did cancel it after that because they're like $50 and like the books are gorgeous, right? But I $50 for a box every month is a lot of money. We're gonna unbox this one. Okay, this is the first thing. I don't know what it is. It feels heavy. Is it like a tapestry? It is. It's a tapestry of sorts. There are dragons. I don't know what this is. Like, no idea. I'll have to look for the spoiler card. Then something in here. A little dish or bowl with something on it. You're not going to be able to focus, are you? It's not going to focus. I don't really know what this is. There is some tea in here. A couple of bags of Earl Grey tea. I have what is this? Is it like a book bag? It's like a little tote for a bag. I don't understand. Oh, but it's Babel. Well, this is a disappointing box. Very much so. And then the book is Truth in Blue by Morel Amel. One magical country, 2 mortal races, 3 ancient relics, 4 feuding realms. It's really pretty. I mean, ooh, that is really pretty. See, like, the books are gorgeous, right? But it's just not, like, the box is not worth it. Like, I just like the books. Like, this is really pretty. Let's see what this is about. Malachi wanted to protect his kingdom from threats beyond its borders. Instead, stripped of his magic and on the run, he now needs to save it from his brother, the king himself. Amaryllis wanted to have nothing to do with humans. Instead, stranded in the wrong realm, she now needs to retrieve a lost Fae relic with powers no one comprehends. Una wanted to be taught to be a knight in shining armor. Instead, haunted by the memories of a life she never lived, Una now needs to find answers from someone she doesn't remember meeting. When their paths cross, each must decide what matters to them most, or risk losing everything they hold dear. The book sounds interesting. Never heard of it before. And it is, I mean, like, it's gorgeous. And, like, there's this and the inside flap. It's pretty, but the rest of the box is very disappointing. Let's see if I can find something. Let's see if we can find it. There's a QR code we're gonna scan and figure it out. So this is a couch cover. I don't understand. I don't know what I would use this for. What even is this? It's just like a big piece of fabric, but it's apparently 4th wing. So yeah, okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Yeah. And then the bag is Babel. The ceramic bowl is from Outlander. And then this is Agatha Christie, which is funny, but like, so yeah, that's a disappointing box. I'm glad I canceled it. I mean, this is pretty, but like, I've never heard of the book before. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna go start sprints and I'll talk to you later.
Many unbearable hours later.
Hi, hello, welcome back. It's been a couple of hours and I'm on sprints and I hate this book. Like, hate it so much. So that's a fun end to RomComathon. I'm about 50% of the way through. I will still finish it, but it's not great. At the beginning I was just fine with it. Like, it was, I wasn't like loving the characters, but now that we've really gotten into the relationship, it's very fetishy almost, because like she is technically a virgin, and so because we're hearing it over and over in his POV, we're hearing a lot of she's inexperienced, she's new, she doesn't know what she's doing, da da da, and like he's romanticizing that, and it's giving me the ick. I'm not a fan of it. That's where we're at here. It kind of sucks that this is going to be the last book for RomComathon, because I'm obviously not going to read anything else. And honestly, I'm pretty much done with romance, which always ends up happening during RomComathon. I'm actually surprised that I lasted all week. Anyways, I'm getting very moody lighting here today, and I'm kind of loving it. I put up my spooky decorations. I'm not sure if this vlog will come out before the reset or not. But I decorated for spooky season, so I'm kind of loving these vibes right now. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to sprints. I have 5 minutes left on this sprint, so I'll talk to you later.
So I'm editing my video right now, and I realized I never closed this video out. I never talked to you about finishing it Sinner. So I finished it. I gave it 2 stars. It probably could be a 2.5. I did like the ending. It introduced the next characters from Saint, which was the last book in this trilogy, which I will continue reading. That one's queer, so I'm excited about that one. But like overall, this book just gave me the ick, and I never really got over that. And like, I think Sierra tried to do stuff, tried to make her be a little bit more feminist, a little bit more like her own person, but it didn't work. Anyways, RomComathon kind of ended up being a bust. Well, it wasn't a bust. I read 6 books. So, you know, 50% of them were good, because I had 2 4-stars, a 5-star, and then 3 2-stars. So at least we have some stuff off of my physical TBR, and some authors that are, you know, on the watch list that maybe I won't read from anymore, or at least I will give them maybe one more shot. So anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this week. It was definitely a lot more casual than it has been in previous years. Life just happened, and we all were so busy. So it is what it is sometimes. But thank you guys so much. I love spending a week just reading rom-coms and like fun romances. So anyways, a couple of the books that I did not get to, I will try to before the end of the year. We'll see what happens. But thank you for watching. Let me know if you participated in RomComathon what your favorite book of the week was. And if you're not feeling chatty, you can do some sort of fall emoji. Leaves, spooky, I don't know, something. That's all I have for you today. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little button that you can do so down below the video. If you'd like to hang out with me more, the links to my Instagram, Goodreads, Twitter, and my Patreon are linked in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.